common laboratory apparatus and equipments. First of all, we will see from where it comes, what is this, and then we will see that how it works. So first of all, in science, we have seen that our curiosity or interest to know the things, and to know we have to observe the things carefully and then use that knowledge. Now the question comes that how we will use this knowledge. So for that we need to do experiment and observation. So here the question arises, but how? Means how we will do all this and how we will use the knowledge. So to answer this question, there is answer. That answer to this question is experiment and observation. Now what is this experiment and observation? Experiment means an activity in which you are doing something, like you are mixing water and sugar. So this is a kind of experiment. So we can say an experiment is an activity which is done under controlled condition to observe a natural or artificial phenomenon. So this is the definition of experiment, that it is an activity in which we perform experiment under controlled condition to observe a natural or artificial phenomena. Phenomena, or we can say event. So this thing is known as experiment. We are also doing experiment, like in our home there is kitchen, so that can be said as a place of experiment, where what we are doing, we are making tea. So this is a kind of experiment. In making tea we are adding water and then tea leaf, then sugar, then it gives a nice taste. But next time when we are making, we are not getting the same if we change the amount. So that's why the main word written here, under controlled conditions. This means the condition should be same. How much quantity you are taking in first time, second time also you should take the same. Then only it will give the same taste. Suppose first time when you are making the tea, you are adding 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon of tea leaf and 1 cup of water. Same thing you will do for next time, then only you will get same taste. If you will change the quantity, so it will not give the same taste. So this is your experiment which you have done. Now second thing is observation. Now what do we mean by observation? Observation means watch carefully. Watch very minutely, very carefully. So observation means to see or watch carefully or minutely, you can say. So to see any phenomena is known as observation. For example, we are seeing many things like sun is rising, sun is settling down, and we are also, when we are doing experiment, then also we observe so many things, like we are making tea. So we observe that its color is light black, we observe that when water boils it gives out bubble. So these all things are coming under observation, to see carefully with observation. So this experiment and observation are interrelated with each other. Where there is experiment, there will be observation. Without experiment and observation, this utilization of our knowledge is incomplete. And without utilization of knowledge, the main study of science is incomplete. Of course, you are getting the knowledge, but it is of no use if you will not use that knowledge. So to use the knowledge what you are getting, you have to do experiment and observation. Now the question arises that where you will do this experiment and observation. So to do this experiment and observation, there is a fixed place. That place is known as laboratory. Now we will see about laboratory. First you write now. Now the place where we are doing this experiment and observation is known as laboratory. So now we will know about laboratory. That this experiment and observation is done in a room. That room is laboratory. So laboratory we can define it as a room in which we can do experiment under controlled condition, and we can observe and draw out our conclusion. So we will know about laboratory now. In this laboratory, what are the necessary things which should be there in a laboratory? So there are mainly 4 things which should be present in laboratory. So we will see one by one. So first thing which should be most important for laboratory, that is working table. Working table. In each laboratory there is a working table, and let us see what are the things which should be on the table. This table should be long. So this is suppose working table. In this working table, one side of the working table, there should be reagent shelf. There should be reagent shelf. So this is a kind of shelf. So what we can say, on working table there should be reagent shelf. Reagent shelf means we are keeping chemical on this shelf. Now second, there should be a gas connection. Suppose for doing experiment we need to heat something. So to heat there should be a gas connection which is already fitted from downside to a cylinder. So what first thing should be there? Second thing, gas connection, or we can say gas pipe which is connected to cylinder. Now we have done experiment in some things. Now we need to wash the equipments. So to wash, in between there is a tap. There is a tap as well as a sink. So third thing which is present there, tap and sink. Now next thing, where we are keeping apparatus to do, like in our kitchen we are keeping vessels in a place. So here also one shelf is there. We are keeping here equipments like vessels in our kitchen. So this is second shelf in which we are keeping equipments. Equipment shelf. So this is all about working table. So how many things, let us see. First, reagent shelf, like it is like in our kitchen where we are keeping all kind of masalas and all kind of like salt, red powder, red chili powder, oil, all these things we are keeping in our kitchen one side. So here also in our chemistry lab, chemicals are kept one side of the table, that is reagent shelf. Second, like in our kitchen there is a burner, so in chemistry lab also there is a burner which is connected to cylinder. Third, sink is also present in the kitchen. Similarly, here also sink is present with a tap. And last, equipment shelf is also there. And one more thing, after doing experiment, we are getting waste. Liquid waste we are throwing in sink, but we are not throwing hot liquid in the sink because it may damage the pipe. So here, downside one, paper basket is kept. Paper basket is kept to put the waste in this. So we are, after doing experiment, if there is any kind of waste, so we are collecting in this paper basket. Now second one is reagent shelf. You have seen that it is not possible to keep all the things in kitchen, right? So we are keeping away. So here also in our lab, some chemicals are not necessarily present in this rack. So we are having another rack, that is reagent shelf. And on this shelf, chemicals are kept in bottle, different bottle of different size, different color. And how you will come to know that which chemical is put in this? For that we are doing labeling. We are labeling over the bottle. Each and every bottle is labeled with the sticker, so that there is no confusion that which chemical we are taking. And now third thing, like in our kitchen, exhaust fan is there to remove the oil gas. So in chemistry lab also exhaust fan is most important, because when we are doing experiments, some chemicals are releasing gas. Some gases are harmful. If you inhale that gas, it will be dangerous. It can be dangerous for you. So not to inhale that gas, to stop this activity, we should have an exhaust fan in our chemistry lab. So third thing very necessary, that is exhaust fan. So what this exhaust fan is doing, this exhaust fan is removing the poisonous gas as well as all the unnecessary gases. Remove the poisonous gas. Now next and the last thing, what else needed in our chemistry lab, that is balance room. That is balance room. Now what do we mean by balance room? Balance room means we are doing balancing here. Balancing means we are measuring the weight. If we need to measure some chemical, 2 gram, 3 gram. So in this room, some measurements equipments are kept. It can be physical measurement equipment, it can be chemical measurement equipment. So these all measurement of weight equipments are kept in balance room, and this balance room is free from dust, so that you can measure the correct weight. So balance room, we are measuring the weight. We are measuring weight either chemically or physically, and it is free from dust. It is free from dust. so that our measurement should be correct. So these four main things should be present in our laboratory, and with the help of these we can do experiment as well as observation. Now after this we will know about what are these equipments present in the laboratory, and later on we will know how to use. Then watch the next one.